Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Business Motivation Podcast. Yes, it's been a while, but we're here, and we have a special guest with us this morning. Her name is Candice Gordon, and she is the founder of Shevielle Naturals. All right, so Candice, can you just give us the 2 cents, a small introduction of yourself for the audience?
Okay, well, as he had said, I'm Candice Gordon and I'm the founder of Shevielle Naturals. So in a nutshell, personally, I'm really just a simple girl, I'm a family person, I'm a marketer by profession, I love the Lord, and I love entrepreneurship. I love, being an active member of the entrepreneurial space here in Jamaica. I love contributing my time, my expertise to helping small businesses to grow as well. So that's basically me in a nutshell.
Wow, it's great to hear that. I guess yeah, you and I have some similar characteristics because this is what this thing is about, helping small business and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's good to hear that, there are other like-minded people around. And you say you love entrepreneurship. Um, is this something that has been there from the start, or is it a more of a recent, thing where you fell in love with entrepreneurship?
Well, for me, I've been that way from childhood. I love business. Like from I was like in grade six, I started my first business where I made like handmade Mother's Day, Father's Day cards and stuff like that. And I used to sell them for $101. And back in 2009, there, well, that's a lot of money. So I just love it from there. I just love creating products. I never done a service. I've always done products. So it's something I love, and I'm really hoping that it'll be a means of full time employment soon.
All right, awesome. So you started from very early, and that's very key, because over the years, when you start a skill very early, you will get better at it over the years, right? And I'm sure,
Yeah.
Candice has, gotten much better now. She has her own little business here, Chevielle Naturals. I like the word natural, it gets me interested. But I mean, your name is Candice, so where the name Chevielle come from? Before we get into the business, I'm always interested in the names, So where Chevielle come from?
Yeah. People always ask that. People actually thought Shevielle is me, but Shevielle is actually a fusion of my middle name and what I thought to be my sister's middle name. So my middle name is Gabrielle and hers is Siobhan. So I kind of fused it together and I got Shevielle. And even the logo, if you look at it, it's like symbolic of us. So, we look almost like twins. Like if she answers my phone, some people think it's me, but we're totally different. So that's why one of the girls have a flower and one of the girls have a headband because differences in personality.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I didn't know this, So wait, is she the older one or the younger one? They say you look like twins, but you're not twins. Am I
Yeah,
right?
she's the younger one.
Okay.
She's younger and bigger.
Okay, well, I saw it got enough time that the younger one they may not turn out big enough at the time. All right, all right. So is it that you both started the business together?
Well, I would say the concept started with both of us because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have started at all because she's the one that's more into her looks and aesthetics and stuff like that. And at the time, people were going natural, not just with their hair, but also with their products. And she was she was big on looking for natural products to grow her hair and stuff. And my hair is pretty short, so when she said she found this thing online and we could use it in her hair, I was like, oh boy, here's an opportunity for us to create a business. So so she was a big part of how the concept really started, but she's not very business minded per se. But I saw the trends, like the changing, like people cutting off their hair, people going on natural as an opportunity, and I just kind of jumped on it. And another big thing why I kept on going is that personally I've started my own health journey. So, Adventist. So, my first time going to camp was 2015, and I never knew about being vegetarian or nothing like that. And some of the ladies in my cabin, they were talking to us and sharing how we could go vegetarian. And that time I was fat, I was chubby, so I was like,
Really?
I'm gonna start this thing. I was 2016, and then from there, it kind of grew into my business where it's not just about natural products, but it's also helping people to make lifestyle changes that can help to improve their hair and skin from the inside out.
All
So yeah.
right. Awesome. Wow. So it's good when you have a business that is set up in order to help people, not just to make money. It's more than that. And I really like the dynamic between you two. You're the more business-minded one, and she's the more aesthetic one. And todos, combine to make something. And that's why it's good to work as a team. I mean, with larger companies, you have people that specify in sales, operations, and stuff like that. So somebody in the operations department might not be good at sales, but that's not what they're there for. So, sometimes it's really good to work as a team, and sometimes the teamwork really makes the dream work. So,
Mhm.
I really admire the initiative that you have been taking, and I really like the shirt. I really like it. It has a good touch. But
Oh, thank you.
yeah, man, awesome stuff. One
Yeah.
day
But
I,
she needs to
I
ask him, my sister not a
okay, go ahead.
I was saying that my sister, she's not an active part of the business currently, but
Hmm.
she's a big part of why I started it in the first place.
Oh well, I mean that's still a big contribution because I mean you would have probably been doing something else, and this business would not have existed. So she still contributed in a big way. So big up to your
Mhm.
sister for that. But there's something I'm remembering. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. But have you ever appeared in a newspaper about the business at some point?
Yes, yes. We actually came in the newspaper twice.
All right. So,
Well,
so
thrice.
all right. So tell me about that. How was it
Yeah,
like?
but well, like the first time we came in the flare, that's the cleaner, and how I even got there. What happened was that that's why school connections are so important, and always telling people about your business is important. So I actually had a classmate from high school, and she was an intern at the cleaner, and she had a post where she was supposed to find entrepreneurs for that slot. And I came to man, she called me and said, Candice, and the Glean actually came to you to Taylor Hall, and they recorded me, and that was the first time I ever came to me. I thought it was 2019. I was so grateful for that. I was more childlike still, like I wasn't so structured, but I was so happy for that opportunity. And then at back then, I think before COVID, they had a section in the Outlook. So Outlook that sent up paper in the Gleaner, Sunday Gleaner, and I was one of the student entrepreneurs that got featured as 2020. And then this year now, the Observer, this is the biggest one. They started a feature called Gempreneur where they feature small business owners that who get a whole spread. And yeah, and I actually submitted like a, a good write up and pictures and everything, and we got featured this year in May. So that's the biggest one ever. So I'm really grateful for that, and it gave me an opportunity to share more details. What is Shevielle, the struggles that we're facing in terms of funding, being a young entrepreneur in Jamaica, And so yes, that's the most recent one this year in May. So I'm grateful to God be the glory.
Amen.
Yeah.
All smiles. I mean, it must be really cool to be featured in the newspaper 3 times. Hopefully, when I grow up, I'll be just like you, right? All right. So, you mentioned that there have been struggles because we need people to know that this whole business thing is not a bed of roses. It is not quick money. I try to tell people that. So, I mean, without sharing too much, give a few examples of some of the struggles that you might have faced and how you overcame them.
Alright, so I will kind of give two main struggles that we face. I'm still facing, but we're overcoming. Number one is human resources. So for me personally, I'm not, like for the Chinese, where when one of them starts a business, a whole family pull in and them say, it's a go hard upon it, and when that one start out, them contribute to the other one and then go hard. No, that's not it. That's not what it's like in most African kind of families or ethnic group, I should say. So what I find is that when I started initially, like basically I do everything from making the products. I do get some support in terms of transportation and so on, but for the most part, in terms of all the time working and constantly, it's been me for the most part. And it's been very challenging, especially since now I am working. I just finished school. It was very difficult to find somebody else who could commit to it. And even though we may not be able to get a lot of money now, commit because they see the goal and the vision. That is a big challenge for me. But I think the Lord has definitely been opening up ways for me to get assistance where I remember I was praying, I said, Lord, I need a second me. I need somebody like me who will love you. They're serious about their faith. They know about the health message. And they have a warm, friendly personality. And I actually prayed about it and I stepped out in faith. I remember I created a design, a flyer, and I know bag of money is putting it out there, but I say, this is work because I haven't paid myself as yet fully like a full salary for him. But I say, I need somebody else so I can come out of that cycle of not having enough products or not having enough sales, that kind of thing. And I prayed and I sent it to Maranatha and I sent it to Adfel because I think I could find young people there. So, and I remember I sent it to somebody in Adfel, and I don't know how somebody called me and said, "Oh, why don't you give this person a job?" But I was like, "But isn't this the person I sent the flyer to go through like Snap and in Adfel?" And I reached out to the person, and my spirit just take her. She really come like me. Like some people think we're actually sisters. Like she's warm and she's friendly, and so far it's definitely been helping to take a lot of the load off of me in terms of following up with the stores, following up with customers. I know I'm really praying to find somebody else who can help me with manufacturing the products and also accounting. But God works in mysterious ways. I even started like an internship program as well. That was kind of short term, where I would teach students from my alma mater, which is Womas, areas of marketing like email marketing, content creation, and they've been really helpful and they've learned a lot while they were here during the summer. So I just stepping out in faith and see where the people come from. That's a major change, but stepping out and still asking for helps. Another big challenge is funding. So when I said Shevielle, I started with $3,000. I remember like yesterday, I went to the JBDC business clinic and they said, "Oh, you can get the bottles here, you can get the oils here." And I just started with them a little bit of something, just castor and coconut oil. But now what I find is that to meet the demands of sometimes I would want to do more marketing because that's what I'm trained in. I find I don't really want it too much because we not have enough products and we not have the infrastructure in place as yet. So we need some funding. So far, we've only on one pitch tank. So won the DIA pitch tank competition September gone. So that's $1,000. And we've applied for other grants, so hoping that we'll get through the Heart MSME grant. So that will give us the infrastructure. Because right now I'm really dependent on my parents. I use my mother cooking stuff. I use a lot of them things So I really hope I get you with that. And we're looking out for Ignite as well. So I see where, it's a major challenge, but God is throughout the years helping me to streamline my business a bit more, know what's going on in terms of the numbers so that we can actually qualify for these grants. So yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's a lot going on there. And I mean, I really do hope you get what you need by the grace of God, and this really takes off. For those who are watching
Yeah.
who might not know what ADFEL is, it's the Adventist fraternity in University of the West Indies and University of Technology, Jamaica. Okay, okay. Just for those who didn't know,
Yeah.
it's good to have a network of people who are like-minded, and it seemed like you really found someone like that, and it's starting somewhere. And for those who are watching, not every business on this platform is gonna be like, oh, a big business that's making a whole heap of millions. Not necessarily. This is to show you the journey. That is not gonna start out as a bed of roses. It's to show the journey. All right. And of course, when the business becomes successful, right, and starts making its millions, it's gonna come back on the platform and say, okay, here's where we're at. So yes, because I like to see things progress. I am having my own
Mhm.
challenges with my business. I mean, currently I'm in the experimental phase. No, she's in the products industry. I am actually in the service industry. So it's different. All right. So hopefully my business will take off too, by the grace of God, right? So I built this
Mhm.
platform now to show the journey of other people as well, not just my journey. So I mean, I hope those have been listening really take something from what is going on here, take something from her story, and gain some inspiration, some courage to do things on your own as well. Of course, when I mean on your own, as in come up with an idea on your own and see how you can get the vision going. All right, so Chevielle, back to you for a final word before we close this off.
Sure, no problem. Well, I just want to leave my favorite Bible text, which is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And a quote from one of my favorite authors, which is Ellen White. He says in the messages to young people that remember that you can reach no higher standard than you yourself have set. So set your standard high. And you'll find that your circumstances, instead of being hindrances, will be stepping stones. So I summarize the last part. But the point is that whatever you want to do, pray about, allow the Lord to lead, and just be consistent, and the Lord will bless you. So thank you.
All right, amen.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, follow us on social media at Shevielle on Instagram,
Yeah.
and also you can reach out to us 876 513
Okay, well, I was
Yeah.
about to get into the social media, but you beat me to it. That's
Oh,
fine.
sorry.
The links to her social media will be in the description of this video. And I just want to say
Okay.
thank you for making an appearance on this podcast. It's been an honor to speak to you. And of course, I hope we have further discussions in the future. All right, so this has been another episode of the Business Motivation Podcast. Remember to always stay motivated. God bless, and we'll see you for the next episode. Bye.
Bye bye.